Model X is Tesla's third ever model, don't forget the Roadster. Its underlying architecture is very similar to that of the Model S sedans, but the X is usually described as a sports utility vehicle given that it has an SUV-like shape and standard all-wheel drive. In reality, though, it has but the thinnest veneer of utility, and it is ultimately more of a people mover. Think minivan, but with less functionality. The neatest thing about the Model X is also the root of its most serious drawbacks, the articulating rear doors. They're powered and open upward for some regal automotive theater but take a segment of the roof with them. Showing them off to your neighbors is undeniably fun, but the design introduces a range of issues. The two most notable are 1. The inability to install any kind of roof rack or cargo pod on top of the Model X, and 2. The difficulty in opening the doors all the way up in crowded parking lots or when parked in an area with a low ceiling. Moreover, the Model X's second row seats do not fold flat, further eroding the car's utility. Its blindingly quick P90D trim and steers and turns better than you might expect for its exceedingly heavy weight. Big on flash but lacking in utility, the Model X is simply not as good a vehicle in nearly every respect as its Model S stablemate. What's new? Tesla updates its vehicles on an ongoing basis rather than at discrete model year intervals. As such, there's no clear-cut new for 2017 inches information. Features and trim levels are tweaked sporadically. Presumably you are upping Model X for its people-carrying ability since that is its primary distinction over the Model S sedan. In that case, opt for the 7-passenger layout. Go for the 90D, it's in the sweet spot of range and price. Stay away from the big 22-inch wheels if you can because they noticeably degrade the ride quality. We're split on the pricey premium upgrades package that adds premium cabin materials to match the vehicle's asking price but comes with a lot of gimmicky door features for which we don't care for. The Sub-Zero package is a must-have, as is the high-amperage charger if you plan to do frequent long-distance drives. Trim levels and features. The 2017 Tesla Model X is currently available in 4 variants, 75D, 90D, 100D and P100D. Please note that Tesla often changes up its products at unexpected times, so what is true today may change tomorrow. Battery size in kilowatt-hours is denoted by the digits contained in each trim level, where larger numbers indicate additional battery capacity and more range. There's also a general trend of increasing quickness as you progress upward through the trim levels. The Model X is available in 5, 6 and 7 passenger configurations and is offered with all-wheel drive only. The 75D is the base trim level, providing 237 miles of range from a 17.5 kilowatt-hour battery. Despite being the base model, it's not slow, reaching 60 miles per hour in a claimed 6.0 seconds. Air suspension is, as of this writing, standard on every Model X, as is keyless entry, a power liftgate, navigation and power mirrors. Stepping up to the 90D nets you a 90 kilowatt-hour battery that bumps up range to 257 miles. The 90D models are quicker still, hitting 60 miles per hour in a claimed 4.8 seconds. The 100D's 100 kilowatt-hour battery increases range to 295 miles but is no quicker than the 90D. For the ultimate in Model X speed, head right to the P100D. The range drops slightly to 289 miles. This variant sprints to 60 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds. Many optional features are available for all trim levels, including 6 and 7 passenger configurations. Other high-dollar stuff includes the premium upgrades package, 22-inch wheels, semi-autonomous driving and premium audio. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically comes in multiple versions that are fundamentally similar. The S in this review are based on our drive of the 2016 Tesla Model X Signature P90D. Note, since this test was conducted, the current Model X has received minor ongoing revisions, including the addition of the range-topping P100D trim level to replace the P90D. Our findings remain broadly applicable to this year's Model X, however. 0 driving. Acceleration is outstanding and instantaneous. Excellent drivability even before you turn on the semi-autonomous features. It can't hide its prodigious weight, but it handles like a 500-pound light vehicle. An F that can tow is unique, but range will be a factor. Acceleration. The accelerator and the Model X launches like few other vehicles on the road. It's powerful, instant thrust. The face flattening intensity wanes, relatively, at higher speeds, but it's still quite quick. In our testing, the P90D Signature accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. Braking. The regenerative braking is enough for modest deceleration. You'll rarely touch the pedal. When you do, it's easy to modulate. In our Panic Stop test from 60 miles per hour, our P90D signature, with the 22-inch sporty all-season tires, stopped in an impressive 111 feet. Steering is appropriately direct, though it lacks feel. Effort in sport mode is too high, though. Just stick with normal or comfort. The Model X tracks straight on the highway, and it's easy to keep within your lane. Handling. The Model X handles turns with more stability and verve than you'd expect for an SUV weighing almost 5,500 pounds. It's hard to describe as agile, but it faithfully obeys inputs in routine driving. Drivability. The auto steering function, switchable creep mode and impressive adaptive cruise control amplify the Model X's friendly-to-use nature. Driver selectable level of regenerative braking is a plus. Comfort, extremely quiet and equipped with seats that are suitable for long stints. Heavy, but manages its weight well. Ride quality is overall good except over broken or potholed surfaces where the heavy wheels and low-profile tires show their limits. Seat comfort. Very good comfort on long drives. The seat and armrest padding is supportive. Heating and cooling for all 3 rows is impressive. Lateral support is modest but appropriate for the type of vehicle. Ride comfort. The sense of mass is inescapable, but there is no float and little head toss thanks to the air suspension. Composed body control. Heavy wheels and low-profile tires chop on most roads. The base 20-inch wheels may provide a smoother ride. Noise and vibration. It's peaceful and hushed in the cabin thanks to the lack of powertrain noise. Wind noise is low at freeway speeds. The road noise is the most prominent aspect, with some tire thumps and hum. Interior. This is an SUV that's light on utility since the second row seats do not fold and there is no provision for a roof rack. Terrific visibility and easy entry and exit, though the rear doors can be infuriating. Second row storage is lacking. Ease of use. Nearly all secondary controls are controlled via the tall touch screen, which works well for topmost controls. For back functions at the bottom, it isn't ideal. The instrument cluster is very clear. Stalks and steering wheel controls work well. Getting in, getting out. A low step in height and a tall roof help here. The rear doors provide a large opening in typical parking spots but not in tight ones the way a sliding door would. Garages with low ceilings are problematic, too. Plus, the doors just don't open very quickly. Roominess. There's ample space up front. Headroom is respectable in the second row because of the door's skylight windows. But second row legroom could be better, and the front seat back is hard and knee-unfriendly. Third row seating is tight and best for children only. Visibility. The panoramic windshield and expansive side windows offer a wide view, though some may not like having the sun always overhead. The wide view backup camera works well, as do the excellent cluster display and proximity sensors. Quality. Inconsistent panel gaps, some paint and rubber gasket quality issues, and a few stray cabin noises from time to time reduce the quality feeling of this vehicle. When it's cold out, the rear doors make a fair amount of creaking and cracking noises. A Mercedes-Benz. It's not. Utility. Utility takes a huge hit due to compromised rear doors. The second row seats do not fold, and there is no provision for a roof rack. Limited small item storage. Small item storage. There are sparse storage options for the front passengers and no storage in second row doors, otherwise you'd be dumping drinks on yourself when you opened them. There are no provisions to hang dry clean clothes. Cargo space. The second row seats do not fold, limiting large object hauling, and the articulating rear doors preclude bicycle racks or cargo boxes. The rear cargo hold has good height and depth, but it's on the narrow side. The front trunk is a bonus, at least. Towing. The Model X's 3,500-pound tow, 22-inch wheels, is modest for an SUV. The 5,000-pound with 20-inch wheels is closer to others. Pre-wired for trailer brake controller a plus. However, the impact on range and incompatibility with superchargers make long-distance towing impractical. Technology. Some of its driver assistance features seem half-baked, though its displays are top-notch. Navigation should be used with a critical and skeptical eye due to its effect on range and time. Long-term road tests. To learn more about the Model X of this generation, read our updates from a full year of living with a 2016 Tesla Model X Signature P90D. We cover everything from seat comfort to real-world energy consumption. Read long-term test.